change that.
All right. Episode 3. What's going on, everybody?
Hello.
What's up, Nick?
How the hell are we, brother?
What up, Mikey?
Hello.
How you guys been? What you guys been up to?
Dude, we played some golf today.
Yeah? What'd you score?
Yeah, a couple of buddies with me. So we stopped, we were sitting behind, the course was so, there's no rangers, so the people, there were so many people playing slow.
Yeah.
And every time we would go to a tee box, there'd be one person standing on the tee. There'd be two people waiting behind them, and then one person that was already teed off in the middle of the hole. And I was like, dude. So for us to play 12 holes, it took us almost 5 hours.
Jesus, that's a lot.
Yeah.
What?
That's very, very slow.
Do you got a membership or a country club type thing?
Oh no, I'm not. Our podcast ain't that big yet.
No, you ain't got that rich shit yet.
I do be asking. Y'all give a military discount?
Yeah.
Check the stash.
Yeah. So
give me a discount.
So in this episode, we're just gonna kind of go through some memes we thought were kind of cool, and we'll kind of react to them and just kind of see how they go. What about you, Mikey? What have you been up to, man? We haven't heard from you all day.
So I made it. Yeah, I made a song today.
Oh yeah.
In that, in the freestyle club on Discord.
Let's go. Shout out.
I'm sending it to you right now.
Did you send it to the Gmail?
Yeah, I'm trying to. It's just downloading, but yeah, it was dope. It's the freestyle club is this Discord server where people come and they're able to freestyle, which is pretty cool. But there's events where they'll have producers and artists work with each other, and it's called a sample flip. So they'll have a bunch of samples, and you have to use the sample in making the beat, and you have say 2-3 hours to make a whole song with random artists and a random producer. More people have made clicks now.
I don't really know. I don't really know much about it. How long have you been doing that, man? How long have you been a rapper, and what type of rap organization are you with now?
I'm with nobody. I'm just by myself. I think music is supposed to be like that. They make it out to seem like you're supposed to be signed to somebody or something, but I think you can do all that nowadays with everything you have at your fingertips.
Oh, yeah?
You know what I'm saying?
What's your alias you go by now?
Morality.
Yeah. How long have you been doing that now?
Since I was 16.
Yeah.
With Nick and you guys rapping in my little bedroom.
Dude, I remember when Mikey first reported to the unit when he first got in the Coast Guard, and everyone kind of gave him a hard time for just having a hobby that he enjoyed doing. And we have a standard locker that you would get at elementary school, and he hollowed out his locker and turned it into a recording booth. And dude, it was
cool.
But at the time,
and I drilled a little hole for the cord to go through.
Yeah. I remember everyone was like, dude, what is he doing? It's freaking weird. And then I was looking at it and I was like, dude, that's pretty freaking smart, man. It's the most cheap sound booth you could possibly, MacGyver.
Did you soundproof it?
Yeah, he got dude, it was so sick. He had
this whole top bunk, bro. And big piano. It didn't work, and then I had a big TV. It looked cool, but it was like, dude, it's funny.
It was
It's really cool that you guys were able to be stationed on the same boat.
Yeah,
And then you got to be stationed with me at a land unit. It's pretty cool.
I remember we were patrolling the seas in Panama, and he slapped one rack above me, man. It was awesome, man. I had a great time.
That's super rare to be able to like.
Dude, and I got it right out of boot camp because I put it on my.
Yeah.
I put it on my list, like, because they in boot camp they give you the thing to like write it in, but like, who's gonna know where to go?
Yeah.
You know, I just put it down, and they gave me it, and I was like, whoa, all right.
Well, so let's jump into the first segment. I found this meme pretty interesting, this little clip, and I'm gonna run. I've already seen it, but I'm gonna have Nick and Mike kind of react to it and kind of let me know what they kind of think here. So can you guys see it pretty well?
This will make you question everything they lied to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is this is about the Matrix, the red and the blue pill. So let's go ahead. 3, 2, 1.
Matrix looks like. Let me show you. Now, despite what you might be thinking, these two circles are not equal. I repeat, these two circles are not equal. One is in fact larger than the other. What I need you to do is determine which one that is.
All right. Why?
Tell him to shut up.
Which?
A magician, get him out of here.
Only thing that like,
Witchcraft out of here, bro. Which one's your circle? Get out of here, bro.
All right. Which? All right.
What I thought about this is like Mikey's colorblind. So,
okay. So Mike.
One is blue and one is red.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, Mikey's colorblind,
Well,
but
right
like
now,
he.
hey, I'm not that colorblind.
Well, it doesn't mean that you don't see colorblind. Just means you see colors differently. You still see colors. Your brain is still programmed to see colors. It's just you're not seeing the same colors, Nick or I. And like,
is that red and blue to you?
That's red and blue. Yeah.
No, to Mikey. Mikey, is that red and blue?
There's a.
But you can see the color right behind the play button. I can see it.
It's like a red.
Yeah, there's the red and blue.
Is normal for you too?
Yeah, it's just very faint.
Oh.
Right. So
like super prominent. Like you guys see it and you're like, wow, there's this. You could see the circle behind it.
Right.
Oh yeah, very red, very blue.
Exactly. There's a red circle. There's a blue circle.
Like a dark red.
Okay.
I feel like the circles are. He's saying like you got to determine which one's bigger.
Mine's
They
more
look
like
exactly
a bright
the same.
blue, purple.
Well,
actually.
so the purpose of the exercise. So pick a circle. Which one do you think is smaller? Which one do you think is bigger?
I think they're exactly the same size.
Okay. So next.
I think I want to burn this whole building. This guy's demonstrating this down. Like,
all right. Well,
someone took time out of their day to sit through this.
all right. Well, Mikey.
Right,
someone's dropping it.
Red's bigger.
Someone's dropping like a big, college tuition right now to listen to this guy on some projector screen to see the blue and a red circle. Someone's dropping. Hey, dude, I dropped $48,000 this year, and you're telling me about circles. But this exercise is pretty good, man. It's pretty interesting. So, Mikey, what do you think, red or blue?
like I said, I want to be like the odd man out and say like I want to like bring the shade up, turn off the projector, have a sit down, and be like, why are we even here? You know?
Why is Rob showing me this meme? It matter. It's really interesting.
I'm gonna stay red. Just pick one, Mike. You'll play along.
All right. Mikey's blue, Nick is red. All right.
Yeah.
Please raise your hand if you believe the blue circle is larger than the red. All right. Please raise your hand if you believe the red circle is larger than the blue. Very good. Now, before I said anything about these two circles, what was your first instinct? Equal, right? Because they look equal. The reason why they look equal is because in fact they are equal. These two circles are identical. Yet I got just about every one of you to raise your hand and say that they're not. So what have we learned?
Hold on.
I'm already out of the Matrix.
I'm already out.
I told you they were the same
Hold on,
size.
just hold on. Let the video finish. Let's
You can be manipulated like...
Dude, I knew he was a trickster, bro.
Yeah, I got you. No, but just hold on. Just let the video finish.
That to believe in something that goes against your natural instincts. Just imagine as a child you're taught that the blue circle is larger than the red. If you say it enough times, you convince yourself that it's true. If you're told the lie enough times, it becomes part of your reality. And if enough people are taught that lie, that the blue circle is larger than the red, well now it becomes part of the culture. And if that culture then passes that misinformation along to the next generation, well now it becomes tradition.
And that was essentially it, right? Like, so I think there's a lot of things going on in society right now where, like, I noticed it with like my daughter. Like, Nick, you're a dad. Mikey, you've probably got like 2 kids in Panama somewhere. You know, you probably got some mijo, some
Papa?
mijo Mikel is running around, and some big booty Latina was like, I know, me no know where your father is, Mikey. Me, you no say. But yeah, I think.
What is that background, Nick? What can you describe that for us?
Yeah, before we get on the snooch,
That's not important. I just got some stuff to take care of after this podcast.
Yeah, it's gonna be a really rough. You getting paid extra, man? You got a good contract on that?
I got an NDA. I can't speak upon it.
Okay.
Wow.
Do I need to put on the fur? Do I need to put on the fur coat, man? Be your manager? Get a little pinky ring? I'll do. It'd be great, man. I'll do like transportation. Make a schedule.
Gator. Gator.
I love Will Ferrell and his fucking movies, man. They're so funny. But yeah, back to to not weave too hard, as Donald Trump would say it. But I think I've been watching just stuff as like a dad now, looking at some of the stuff my daughter's watching, and I just see like if you wanted to use video games as an example, right? We grew up on a certain kind of video game. Video games were a certain way, right? And then they came out with loot boxes, and then they came out with battle passes, and then it was like you can get skins, and yeah, we grew up without that, and so they are growing up with nothing but that, and so that's going to be their norm. That's going to be their their stand or their tradition, right?
Baseline?
Yeah, it's their baseline. So I was just curious if you guys have seen anything in today that is influencing youth in such a way that that's going to be how they're kind of thinking.
Go ahead, Mike.
Definitely. I've definitely seen like abuse, like a lot of videos where kids are like vaping a lot and doing like stuff.
Yeah.
Like, way too young, bro. And then a lot of like babies like laying on an iPad. Like,
Yeah.
come on, bro. Like, and I saw a funny thing the other day, but it was like St. Paul or whatever, like having the dream of revelation. It was just like kids holding tablets, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Technology has had a massive influence on youth. Definitely. Like my daughter, she's 8, and she's on her tablet like all the freaking time. And there's lots of debates that I have with my wife about it. And then I go back to my grandma, because when me and Nick were growing up, and you too, Mikey, like we would just play games on the computer, like RuneScape or anything, right? And my grandpa was like, dude, get off the computer, go outside, let's go mow some lawn, let's go pick up some dog shit or whatever. He didn't want us to just do. He was just trying to employ us to have us do his chores around the house. But he was like adamant about just getting us outside, go in the pool, or go walk around outside. And
He's old school, man.
And yeah, definitely old school. And my grandma would just basically tell us, like, she told Bob, and it kind of resonated with me. She was basically saying that is their world, right? That's what they're going to be growing up with. And if you don't let them grow up in that world, they will be behind in, their life, in their future. And I guess, moderation is everything, but like I do kind of see that, right? Like my daughter is growing up in the world of tablets. Her school sends her home with tablets, and she's doing homework on nothing but the tablet, and she's doing reading on nothing but the tablet, and like she doesn't even have, like, it's insane. Like all of her schoolwork is like 90% tablet and like 10% paper. Like there's a couple things where she's having to write letters out and she's having to do math out on like scratch
like,
paper.
What is that going to do to handwriting?
I don't know. I mean, like I think I saw some study, and I wish I had the article up that would definitely, substantiate my claims here. But we're seeing some sort of article how like kids don't even really know how to do cursive anymore.
And I don't even know how to do cursive well.
I mean, yeah, cursive was kind of like.
Yeah, I'm an idiot. I'm just kidding.
I felt.
Hey, Britt. Watch out for those guys, Britt.
Yeah. Watch out. They'll get you, Britt. Nick's background is. I'm not even going to describe Nick's background.
It's like five. It's that meme where like the 5 black guys are standing over the blonde chick. You could say that.
Yeah, we can say. Yeah, that's fine. But
yeah, cursive.
I've never seen this in my life.
Yeah.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah, we'll send you the video, Mikey. No worries, man. We'll send you that video.
No, I'm good, dude. I'm good.
Yeah, but I think there is a lot of people who are probably in charge right now that are designing, education requirements that really don't make any sense to me. Like cursive doesn't really make sense to me. Not a lot of people use it anymore. Everything's kind of typed out. I even find my daughter, communicating on a video game she plays called Roblox, and she uses voice to speech, right? Or voice to text, right? She doesn't type the words out. Anytime she can't figure out how to spell a word, she just, uses that voice to text, and that's how she's communicating the game. And I'm like, Penny, you need to type it out. And she's like, why? It's so much faster to just use my voice. And I'm like, as a dad who really understands technology, I'm like, Penny, they're going to be using your voice someday, and they're taking your data, 1. And 2, you need to learn how to type words out, right? You need to know how to spell. You can't just anytime you don't know how to spell something, you just go. I mean, I do it too sometimes because I forget how to spell certain words, but at least I know a basic understanding on how to type.
You sound it out.
Yeah, I can sound it out. I'll figure it out. And so I'm like, she called me out when I was texting Allie because I didn't know how to spell a certain word. She's like, Dad, you didn't type it out. You used voice to text. I'm like, shut up.
Yeah, you're not allowed to be right.
Don't you use my logic against me. And it was pretty funny, but
yeah, to answer your question, our kids and their age gaps are obviously you have like a 8-year-old.
Yeah.
And I have like a 1 and a 3-year-old. And so their interaction with technology, is very, very limited.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I do see how it's affecting kids. Just I feel like in a way we had our own version of it. Kids, they just came out with that big thing on YouTube of how they're sexualizing YouTube kids,
mm-hmm.
and making sex and violence and stuff, and that, which is crazy. That's ridiculous that they let that was able to slip through the cracks.
Your background.
Oh, this is fine. This is adults
I
only.
don't know how that slipped through the cracks.
Did your
you know what I mean?
Who sanctioned that background?
So you want me to change it? Is it bothering you?
So have you
or the memes?
Do you let your kids watch Cocomelon?
Not really. No.
So,
I mean, when they watch TV, he'll watch Trash Truck, which is this kid in his garbage truck. But I'm really trying to, and for us, when we grew up, dude, you go to a gas station and there'd be hustlers out, and I'd be an 8-year-old.
Yeah.
And you just see a set of jugs, and you'd be like, "Oh dang, look at those jugs!"
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was just out there. You're like, "Oh damn."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're walking through the grocery store, and you see the magazines, a set of tits out.
Yeah.
You're like, "God damn."
Yeah, Hustler was out there back in the day.
You know what I'm saying? So they have very innuendos and stuff within how they're putting stuff into content now. But we literally had magazines that had full bush, just you go and get a gallon of milk and you're like, I just saw some bush.
I think I remember the first hold on, let me adjust my mic here. It's a little too low. I remember the the first.
Like I'm not even hungry anymore. Like, I'm queasy. I don't even know what's going on.
I don't want a Twix anymore. There's too much bush on this lady.
Yeah.
I remember the first magazine we found at like Mikey's dad's house, and it was just like, whoa, it's
I
gold.
brought that same magazine to school, and I got in trouble.
what? No. Tell me about that. What?
Yeah, let's hear.
I want to hear that.
I haven't heard that one.
I've never heard that.
I gathered all the boys into like the bathroom, and we like looked at it, and I was like, "That looks like Britney Spears," and we're like giggling, like it was weird. And then the janitor comes in, he's like, "Hey, what are you boys doing in there?" And we're like, "Oh shit!" Like we're in the big stall, and I'm shoving. I just grabbed the thing and I rolled it up in like a tight roll, and then I shoved it into the toilet, dude, as hard as I could. And like and then I go to flush it and it clogs and like starts overflowing.
So
let's go, like let's get out of here. And we just go boom through the door past the janitor. He's like, "Hey, where are you going?"
Yeah, you damn kids, get back here!
Yeah, we all
Little
went out,
bastards.
Yeah, fuck.
I'm like, I turned. They got like one guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He ratted, huh?
Yeah. So
He
then it was
snitched.
like. Ratted to me because they were like, it was Mike's, you know. And I was like, what?
No.
I'm like, what? No, I flushed that thing.
Like
what?
no
They don't
loyalty.
you know. And the principal was like, "Was it you?" I was like, "Nah, it was Ricky." So we had to walk. It was like 100 degrees. Me and the principal walked all across campus to go see Ricky. Soon as Ricky hops out, she's like, "Was it you, Ricky?" Ricky's like, "No." And then she looks at me, and I was like, "It was me." And then and she was like so mad just because we had to walk in 110-degree weather to go see Ricky.
Because you lived in Palm Springs.
Ricky, but it wasn't. It was me.
Yeah.
I could have just said it was me. But anyways, then the
When in doubt,
security
blame your
guard
friend.
comes back in with the thing in like a
Stog-
Ziploc bag.
Evidence.
I'm sorry, the janitor came in, dropped it off to the security people, and I'm like sitting there waiting for the principal. And then
Exhibit A. Soggy paper with a bush. Soggy bush.
This guy picks it up. One of the guys is like, "Oh, what's this?" You know? And they're like, "Oh, it's a porno mag." He's like, "Oh, nice." You know, he picks it up. He's like, "Whoa." And then they were like, he's like, "Yeah, nice." And then everyone's like, "Yeah." And it was in the toilet. And he was like, "Oh, shit."
That's awesome.
Anyways, but the funniest part of this is Grandma coming to pick me up, bro. And then we're leaving. She's so mad, bro.
God damn it, Michael! You and
Bro, she's
your
so mad,
Hustler
bro.
magazine,
She
Michael.
She goes to like hit me, dude, and like hits her handicap placard out the window. Like, as we're driving. So she was so even more furious because she had to do a
You motherfucker, Michael! You make me go get my damn fucking handicap. I am going to tell your father. He's going to beat. He's just going to kill you. You motherfucker, Michael. All right, let's get to the next segment. This is